Night off. We're going to begin with Arizona's criminal case against the prediction market Kalshi, now blocked, at least for now. These platforms are exploding in popularity, allowing you to bet money on the outcomes of almost everything from politics to pop culture to sports and more. Zach Prelutsky is here in the studio tonight to explain what came from a rather lengthy court hearing earlier today.
Yeah, nearly 2 hours at the federal courthouse in downtown Phoenix, and this comes just days before there was supposed to be an initial appearance first thing on Monday morning in Maricopa County for those misdemeanor criminal charges. But the Arizona AG's office says it will tell the court not to move forward with that case while this order is in place.
Attorney General Kris filed the criminal charges nearly 4 weeks ago, accusing Kalshi of skirting state law by offering election wagering and operating an illegal gambling business.
We believe that there are criminal violations here. We allege that in court. And we just can't allow companies to come in here and override our laws or try to bypass our laws against gaming.
That was what Mays said the day she filed the charges. But the federal government and the Commodity Futures Trading Commission asked for this temporary restraining order, saying the CFTC has sole jurisdiction over Kalshi. CFTC Chair Mike Seelig said this a month before the criminal charges were filed.
To those who seek to challenge our authority in this space, let me be clear. We will see you in court.
The federal government argued today that Arizona is attempting to invade federal sovereignty, while the Attorney General's office argued that the CFTC does not have an interest in the state's regulation of gambling. The federal judge in this case, Michael Liberty, granted the temporary restraining order late this afternoon, siding with the federal government. The Trump-appointed judge had denied a previous request from Kalshi to stop the case, but this time said the CFTC showed enough reason that Kalshi is a prediction market, not a gambling operation, and that without an injunction, the CFTC said it would be caused irreparable harm.
And this order will last for the next 2 weeks. The chair of the CFTC says he welcomed today's order. We also reached out to the Arizona AG's office for comment, but have not heard back.
So it's blocked for now, but not forever. What comes next in this?
So this wasn't a dismissal of the charges, just a 2-week pause per se, but in about a month or so, both the states and the federal government are supposed to appear back in front of this federal judge to go over a more permanent pause or dismissal of this case. But this is actually the second big legal win of the week for Kalshi and for prediction markets. But it seems like every week, every day, there's a new legal challenge and a change. So a win today for Kalshi and for the prediction markets, but not going to be the last legal update on this.
So in the meantime, you could still bet on whatever you want. Probably even negotiations in Pakistan this weekend. Pretty much everything going on. You could bet on.
I'm sure there was a lot of stuff on Artemis too. That was going on.
It's a whole new world. All right, Zach, we'll be watching it. Thank you. Holly.